This is a weather advisory from New England's News Center 5.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Liz Bruner with this special News Center 5 weather update. If you're just getting up, be forewarned. It is a giant ice rink outside. Scores of schools are either delayed or canceled altogether. We'll show you that list right now. As well, the roads have been treacherous all night, and it's still really rough going out there. Beth Germano made it to Weston. She is live with us now on the latest conditions out there. Good morning, Beth.
Good morning once again, Liz. I can tell you we are waterlogged, but then we don't know enough to come in out of the rain. It is a tough commute all around for drivers this morning. Icy rain in many areas is making for a lot of slipping and sliding and a lot of minor accidents. So getting out on the roads, though, this morning is the second problem. The first problem is going out to your car and scraping off that thick layer of ice. That is going to create a little bit of time for you this morning, so leave yourself some extra time, warm up the car, and get that defroster working because you're going to need it this morning. Joining me now is Trooper Mike Smith with the Massachusetts State Police. Thanks for coming and standing out in the rain with us again. We're teaching you some bad lessons about standing out in the rain. Where are some of the real trouble spots this morning?
Reporting west on the Turnpike, out through interchanges 1 through 6 and north of the city, and it was just a report of a car into the guardrail between Newton and Brighton. So still some slippery spots out there. We're asking people to slow down, keep the speed of 40 miles per hour or under.
Do you find that people are pretty much obeying the speed limit?
For the most part, people, you know, they realize the danger of it. There are a few here and there that are in a hurry to get to work or whatever. And we're asking everybody to please keep the speeds down and let the plow and the sanders do their work out there.
A lot of competition between cars and crews out there?
Yes, there is. There's a heavy volume of traffic right now. We're hoping that's going to beat down the ice and turn into slush and make the conditions safer.
At least on this end of the pike, it seems that is the case, that it's mostly just rain now and the road is just mostly wet pavement?
Yes, that's what we're finding here. Out west, there's still some reports of some slippery spots, some icy spots. And even though it's tending to break up down here and turn to slush, we're still asking people to keep it slow. There are some icy spots.
For you, anyway, these are some of the worst possible, or for you and drivers out here, these are some of the worst possible conditions?
It's bad timing. It's a heavy commute. The weather, the temperatures are cold and the rain. We're just, it's a bad conditions all around. We're asking people just to keep it slow.
Trooper Mike Smith, thanks very much for joining us this morning. You have a long day ahead, I assume. I understand your crews are overtime today?
Yes, they're going to hold us over, and hopefully everything will go smooth and won't need us.
Okay, thanks very much for joining us this morning. Again, just patience is the word. Have the scraper handy. I hope you have a good pair of windshield wipers. You'll need them. Reporting live from the Western Coast, I'm Beth Germano, News Center 5. Let's go to Jeff Larson now at Smart Routes for an overview of traffic.
Well, thank you, Beth. It is turning into a very difficult commute out there. We just heard from folks at Massport that Logan Airport has been temporarily shut down until further notice because of the weather conditions. So if you're going to Logan Airport, expect some delays on flights, obviously, into and out of Logan Airport until they can clear up the icing situations. On the roads, we've had a number of accidents seen scattered around throughout the metro Boston area this morning. Fortunately, at this point, most of them have been minor, and there's no specific area that's really being hit very hard. It's scattered about all around the metro Boston area. Current accident scenes on the southbound side of Route 3 around Route 129, northbound by Spot Pond in Stoneham. Again, most of these accidents are fairly minor. The main highways are averaging around 35 to 40 miles per hour. The official speed limit on the Mass Turnpike is down to 40 miles per hour. Most roads are running with just wet road conditions. It's a little slushy in between the travel lanes. Left lane is in some areas not passable because of the slush and ice. It's really the secondary roads that are the most treacherous because some of the localities have not been able to get out and hit all of the roadways. Those are the ones that are very icy. You'll need a lot of extra time for your commute this morning. We've spoken to the folks at the MBTA. They are running with some minor delays because of the weather problems, but they are also running extra service on the red line. That due to the weather conditions coming up from Braintree, they'll have extra traffic for you there. Now, if you are looking for traffic condition information on the road you'll be traveling, you can always call it Smart Traveler. Again, that number, as always, and a great number to call this morning, 374-1234. From Smart Routes in Cambridge, I'm Jeff Larson, News Center 5. We'll send it back to you, Liz.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. And this morning, if your car is parked outside, you're going to need a lot of tools to get that ice off your windshield. Let's go to Ellen in the weather office with the latest track on this storm and find out if and when a warm-up is going to begin. Ellen?
Thanks a lot, Liz. We've been getting reports of generally 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch of a glaze of ice everywhere. Except for a few locations, the town of Easton reporting an inch of ice on everything this morning. It is quite a mess out there. I do have some good news, and that is that temperatures are starting to rise. Boston's been climbing steadily 1 degree each hour the past few hours. Nantucket has warmed 3 degrees in the last hour. We are finally looking at that warming trend, which we did see for a time last night, before temperatures fell again overnight last night and early this morning. Let's get a look at the very latest readings right now. Our weather watcher reporting a temperature above freezing in Plimpton right now at 34 degrees. It's 33 in Falmouth with some light rain and drizzle, also seeing 33 degrees in Hyannis. There's the 42-degree reading in Nantucket with 39 right now in Block Island, but we're still finding temperatures below freezing elsewhere. 28 right now into Worcester, 31 degrees in Springfield, and 25 in Concord, New Hampshire. Again, we are looking at a gradual, steady warm-up throughout the morning hours today. The real problem spots will still be interior sections of New England. 10 degrees right now in northern Maine, 50s in the Ohio Valley, and along that contrast, we are still seeing quite a bit of precipitation, with even some heavier rain showers that are developing now around New York City and Long Island, New Jersey area. All of that will be also streaming north and east, so look for some of the rain, which is sort of light this morning with a little bit of sleet mixed in, to become, well, rather heavy with some steady downpours as we head throughout the late morning and into the afternoon hours today. But we will see that warming trend gradually. First, the Boston area and the South Coast seeing temperatures climbing above freezing, and then gradually we'll see temperatures warming in interior sections. If we can go back to the other computer, I can show you what's going on as far as the storminess is concerned, and that is that we are looking at the ice over much of central sections of New England. In fact, it's icing all the way up into the coast of Maine. Changes over to snow around Augusta, Maine. Northern Maine seeing snow, 4 to 8 inches of new snow there. We're looking at snow as well across northern Vermont, New Hampshire, and upstate New York, but a good deal of icing everywhere out towards upstate New York. And even in New York City, now temperatures are starting to finally warm up through the mid-30s. So by midday today, we'll still be looking at some icing north and west of Boston, while from Boston south, temperatures should be warm enough so that the rain is not freezing on contact. We had one low pressure system that formed along the front, and as a result, after temperatures warmed above freezing in Boston last night, the low caused the winds to turn more northerly, and that drew in more colder air and allowed temperatures to drop back into the 20s. A second low pressure system, though, that you see over western Pennsylvania will be heading in our direction. When it does so, we'll see winds become more southerly and southeasterly, allowing most of us to warm up. And then finally tonight, all the precipitation winding down with just a few pockets of freezing drizzle left over interior sections, and maybe all the precipitation even ending as flurries before it tapers off later tonight. The sun will come out tomorrow, and we'll be looking at temperatures to climb near 40, finally doing some melting. But until then, use extra caution, take it easy throughout the morning hours and even into early afternoon north and west of Boston. We'll have more coming up. Back to you, Liz.
All right, Ellen, thank you very much. I have an update right now on some school closings. The list that I'm about to read to you were schools that previously were just delayed. They are now closed, and that list includes Algonquin Regional, Amesbury, Marlborough, Northborough, Southborough, and Walpole. Again, these schools were previously delayed. They are now closed. Again, Algonquin Regional, Amesbury, Marlborough, Northborough, Southborough, and Walpole. Now, the city of Boston has set up a special storm hotline, which is open for business right now. If you are a Boston resident and you're having problems with either no electricity, bad streets, or a parking problem, here's the phone number that you can call, area code 617-635-3050. Again, that Boston Storm Hotline telephone number, 617-635-3050. And as Jeff Larson mentioned to us a moment ago, the MBTA is reporting that its rail lines are running pretty much on time. There are extra trains running between Braintree and Boston on the Red Line, and some of the buses are a little bit delayed because of the road conditions. Logan Airport is reporting that flights are getting out, but please call your individual airline to check on your particular flight. And now we'll be on special weather reports all morning long. We will continue to bring you updates on those school closings and delays coming up at 7:25. We thank you for joining us. We invite you to continue to stay with us for more special reports this morning. And now we join Good Morning America in progress.
Either.